There's been no agreement yet again on Myanmar as ASEAN foreign ministers meet online. But as Leong Wai Kit reports, consensus has been reached on how to move on from the COVID-19 pandemic, plus a call for the sharing of vaccines.
Like last year, COVID-19 had forced the ASEAN foreign ministers to meet online. And the pandemic is, yet again, featured prominently on the agenda. The picture remains grim. But at least there's a shot in the arm this year for ASEAN. All 10 member states have rolled out its vaccination programs. But no one is breathing easy just yet. There's still much to discuss. One, access to vaccines. Indonesia says ASEAN should look into ways to share vaccines. Also on the cards this week, post-COVID recovery plans, which could very well mean looking at how people can finally travel safely and freely. The week-long meeting will also see the attendance of US Secretary of State Antony Blinken. He's set to engage ASEAN officials online throughout this week. This is an apparent show of America's commitment to the region, which quells concern the US hadn't paid much attention to ASEAN under the previous Trump administration. There is also hope that US could step up its vaccines diplomacy to the region. Another tricky topic to tackle is the political crisis in Myanmar. This week's ASEAN meetings come 6 months after the military launched a coup.
100 hari sudah berlalu sejak ALM bertemu di Jakarta. Saya secara terus terang menyampaikan bahwa sampai saat ini tidak terjadi perkembangan yang signifikan dalam implementasi 5 Point of Consensus. Indonesia berharap agar Myanmar dapat segera menyetujui usulan ASEAN mengenai penunjukan Special Envoy.
It's very important for ASEAN to show that it is central, that it is united, and that it can solve problems at its own backyard. But the problem is, since April, since the ASEAN leaders meeting, even though they have come up with 5 key points to help Myanmar, there have been divides, sub-divides even, on choosing that one special envoy who will be the key person to fly into Myanmar to facilitate dialogue among all parties. On Sunday, Myanmar's army chief said the country favoured a Thai nominee out of 3 proposed names. But he said, due to various reasons, new proposals for that role had come up and Myanmar couldn't move on with its choice. The army chief had also recently formed a caretaker government and named himself Prime Minister. That could raise the stakes for ASEAN, who's already struggling to agree on Myanmar. The ASEAN foreign ministers meeting is set to wrap up on Friday. There are huge expectations that among the agreements made will be the appointment of the special envoy to Myanmar. Leong Wai Kit, CNA.